Hello. Hello. It's very, very late. Apologies. Part of it was because I was stupid and lazy. Another part of it, a bit more honest reason, I suppose, is I took my dog out on a walk, and unfortunately, her left back leg got dislocated again, or maybe not dislocated, but there's this thing. I forget the specifics of it. This happened sometime last year in 2025, and I had to do or we had to do physiotherapy for her, and where like we'd put a life jacket on her and then she'd paddle because that would have her move her leg in a way that kind of gradually forces that back into position. So what I think happened was when we got it back into position, we didn't persist with it afterwards for like I think if we did it for like a few weeks or a month, it would have been like 100%, but we didn't, and I think as a result it was still pretty easy for it to get loose there. So I think that's what happened. So back on that, but thankfully she's not in pain. She's not in pain at all. It is quite literally just can't move it, or like it feels weird for her to move. That's it. Because if she was in like horrific pain, then I think it would be pretty obvious that she was. Because I don't think she'd like, yeah. Anyway, I think she'd be a lot less chill about it. So yeah, anyway, that is to say, it's late. So honestly, I thought about, okay, maybe I'll just do a run of Divergent Universe on my own time, and then that's it. Why is it so... Fucking jump scared. But I figured I at least want to start the story. I am not viewing the story recap. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see. We entered Planet Arcadia for the first time, right? We learned about the Phantasm games, where 8 supplicants. I'm trying to see if I remember. 8 supplicants compete, and the winner gets to be Aha for 1 full minute, or have Aha's powers, and then they get to determine what they do with said power. Story, Bog. Hi, Frop. Yeah, I'm just running the recap through my head because I don't want to view the story recap because I'm gonna have to hear Kayla's talk, and I really do not like Sean Mendham's delivery performance on the character. So yeah, hi Lightning. Hello. How you doing, Froggy? Froggy. So let's see, supplicant games. The known supplicants are Trailblazer, Sparksy, who I think who's bowed out of the game now. Asheville, I think, joined at the end of the patch. Silverwolf, there's 8. Not Yao Guang. Yao Guang decided not to participate because of the whole thing of like how it would affect her divination. Sunday, I think Pearl will join, probably. And then 2 more. I assume the Dice Dude. Destruction Dice Dude. Doing great, just relaxing. Also, I do agree with Kayla's delivery. I don't... Thank you for agreeing. I think we are not in the minority for that opinion. Like, I don't know. The guy had he just chooses not to get better. Fucking... I don't know. Let's see. So, Dice Guy... 2 more. Oh yeah, also previous supplicants from previous Phantasm games are not allowed to participate ever again as a supplicant. Himiko was a supplicant before, and her class got massacred by a supplicant who was within that Phantasm game. And we were at the class. I'm going kind of out of order with this. I'm just trying to remember details. Scott got murdered, supposedly, along with, the one person who was trying to make a deal with Don Hunk and Sunday, I think, for the stuff, giving the mask over, trying to change their gang into like a more lawful organization. Yeah, and it sounds like that killer is on the loose. And where we left off with Kalis and Himiko is they got confronted by her father, who for some reason did not recognize Himiko, which seems like bullshit. So it sounds like one is already dead or what have you. Alright, to Graphia Academy. I don't know how long I'll do this, because it's quite late, but I will do this for a bit. Oh, before that, I do need to do the messages. Your subscribed live channel, Sparksicle Dance Party, is now live, and the live showdown guest for this round is Thunder Mechatron. No signal? Don't worry. I'll start a live text broadcast for you. Their account had been banned. Livestream assistant. Ta-da! Sparksy has brought the dance floor to a fever pitch, showing everyone what the cuteness of Arcadia Master level is like. On the other end, the Mechatron whips out a handkerchief, spinning it at a light speed. The horn blares and it's that electro-folk song that once could be heard at every corner in plain Arcadia. A loving, sweet family! A happy, joyful family. Never gonna let you... Wait a minute. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna give you up. This is a night to remember. Arcadia's delight. No, that's not quite it. But Sparksy, she chooses to join. With a burst of fireworks, hundreds of sparkly... Oh my god, how much do you have to say? Sparkly rabbits and fire troops flood into the live stream room. Humans, rabbits, mushrooms, and Mechatrons twirling with handkerchiefs in perfect sync. What a cross-species dance miracle in the making. Everyone's loving and caring for each other. That's just how we roll at Sparksies. Last 10 seconds. This is the crucial battle for Sparksies to reclaim the top spot on the streamer rankings. Sparks heads, don't hold back your votes. Sure. I'm rooting for Sparksy. Popularity plus 10,001. Thanks for supporting Sparksy. Alright, that's a wrap for today's stream. Congrats to Sparksy for reclaiming the top spot on the entertainment popularity charts. Hey there, gray hair across the screen. I'll remind you before the next stream starts. Yep, that's basically it. Were you laughing at the song? Bob, when it comes to destruction, you must be really experienced. Doomsday Beast, Ventilia, Iron Tomb? I'm curious, how did you feel during your friendly encounters with them? I take it step by step. Trading punches back and forth, and that's all it took. I see. Turn-based. Wow. Destruction isn't a glorious moment, but its beauty is undoubtedly indisputable. You will persist on this path and continue to trailblaze onward until you destroy destruction, right? I don't want to add... I might as well be entertained by Lightning's voice acting. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. The way... whatever. I'll take it. Until you destroy destruction. Will you return? Will you return to destruction? How is betraying twice not considered a betrayal? That's a great idea. I like it. If you stand against the trailblaze, then step into the fireworks you ignited. So, just as their script says, becoming the Lord Ravager to destroy remembrance isn't such a bad choice. Don't do that. Get a grip! Love, trust, and waiting. Maybe I should have said that this time. God damn it. Alright, we'll look at Yao Guang's messages. That you do. Continue! Shortly after the Sparksicon fiasco came to an end...
Miss March, please, look straight into my eyes. Just like that. Perfect. Now, I'll need you to repeat these next few lines after me. And do so in the same tone of voice.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
Though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars.
Gotta do the Sparksy
Are
stuff.
you kidding? That's one sentence? Okay, though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars?
Yes.
Very good.
Very good.
The internet is both an umbilical cord and a waste duct for the mind, through which humanity's thirst for elation gave birth to the twisted Sparksy.
Whoa there! That's a bit much. Maybe he can be the one to say it?
What the fuck? What kind of crazy talk is that?
These are the test sentences I improvised according to the guidelines from the Human and Intellitron Emotional Baseline Test.
Umbilical cord lol. Yeah, that was pretty violent. No, it's not a violent term. I just like. You know how there's some people that'll say I'll strangle you with your umbilical cord or some shit? Like, that's what it makes me think of.
I carefully
I think of it as
observe
a
the subject's
fucking
micro-expressions
garrote.
and tone changes at the moment they say the name Sparksy, to check if they are infected by a mimetic virus.
So I passed the test, right?
Given how fascinating your reaction was, I clearly don't need to worry about you. Should you find yourself experiencing any live stream addiction withdrawal symptoms later, feel free to contact the Department of Aberration Defense staff. We'll provide you with a series of corrective behavioral treatments.
Why did you say corrective like that?
You're handling this like a real pro, Miss Kuchiba. Has this kind of thing happened before?
Oh yeah, wait, what happened with the whole Himiko stuff?
It's impossible to predict what will happen during the Phantasmoon Games. Once, a supplicant reversed the definitions of truth and lies, which nearly caused massive civil unrest.
Live stream addiction withdrawal symptoms. That is, something. Yeah, it's something. Gonna be me, though.
After that incident, we incorporated mimetic treatment into the Department of Aberration Defense's emergency safety protocols. Sparksy Khan didn't cause any casualties this time. But if your partner hadn't stopped Sparksy from spreading the virus, she might have turned into a calamity-level aberration.
Calamity level. Just how dangerous is that?
Without proper containment measures, a calamity-level aberration can destroy dozens of cities as it spreads. That's the scale we're talking about.
Aberration?
That's the Department of
Thanks,
Aberration
Bub, for stopping
Defense's term
sparks.
for them.
Yes.
It usually refers to imaginae infused with wish power,
The most
who have
powerful
lost
of them
control
all.
and begun to run amok. Over time, though, it's become a label that gets slapped onto any hazardous entity.
So, what level of aberration am I?
You? An aberration? What are you talking about? Though, I gotta say, you do look pretty weird with that mask on.
I'm sorry, I just noticed a poster with a guy getting his ass shot up by a syringe.
Don't tell me you're a Cosmicon collective player. The Department of Aberration Defense's hazard ratings are nothing like the power ratings in some card game.
Oh, come on.
Right then,
Oh
that's
god,
all
that
for the
poster.
required
Yeah,
checkup.
exactly.
If you're interested in aberration calamity
Butt
threat
vaccines.
levels and how they're classified, you might want to take a look at this document. However, do bear in mind that causing damage of the aforementioned scale during the Phantasmoon Games will cause you to be classified as an aberration and dealt with accordingly.
Butt vaccines. Yeah, great for your ass and what have you. It inflates it like a balloon. Also, I do think that is a legitimate place you can take vaccines for whatever reason. I don't know. And Arcadia has a 5-tier rating system for uncontrollable aberrations and the scale of damage they cause. Ghost level, weak presence, essentially harmless, or causes only minor discomforts, small annoyances, troubling a handful of people. Typically, the generative imaginae born from collective consciousness, such as villains from comics, panic-inducing objects spawned from rumors, animated smart appliances, ghosts with distorted cognition, can be subdued by civilian ghost-busting squads. Even if left alone, they won't escalate into complex mass disasters. Well, if you're talking about ghost-busting squads, there's the, what was it, Opawa, Sushang, and Guinaifen, and me. Fiend level poses a clear and present danger, capable of harming dozens of people or causing structural damage, throwing multiple city blocks or an entire small town into chaos. Typically powerful imaginae that have accumulated massive wish power and spiraled out of control, such as unspeakable entities lurking in urban legends for ages, or vengeful manifestations born from collective trauma, say mass casualties caused by the Herald of Death. Is that the one who murdered Himiko's classmates last game? Ah, yes, the old Cienjo ghosting hunting squad. Yeah. They keep ghosting me. I don't know why. Calamity level. A severe threat capable of causing casualties in the hundreds or more. If left unchecked, they could lead to the destruction of major cities in Arcadia's core regions. The Herald of Death falls into this category. In the Phantasm games, the upper limit of destruction caused by Supplicant going out of control also falls roughly within this range. Cataclysm level. Catastrophic threat capable of crippling an entire continent, causing mass casualties and environmental upheaval. Reality warping abilities manifest. Apocalypse level. A level of threat capable of causing civilizational collapse or even the extinction of humanity on planet Arcadia's surface. Their very existence is a great catastrophe.
Before I leave, there's one more thing I need to tell you. Remember Lyndon Scott? The man who served as your tour guide. He was murdered.
I find that so hard to believe, though. Because, just like, he was at the school, right? He was under that control of the whole Sparksicon, you're a student here stuff. So how did he end up there on the murder site? Unless the murder site was within the academy.
What?
Scott's dead? No way. You guys sure about that?
Yeah. The Scott we knew was, a really tenacious opponent.
Tenacious.
Sure.
Yeah.
Both the ID and genetic information of the deceased match that of Mr. Scott's. You said he was once your opponent?
Yes, once. Honestly, I don't care about Scott too much to mourn his death, but man, can't believe he's dead. I liked him in the sense of, I liked how much of a punching bag he was. So I didn't really like, I didn't have any deep emotional attachment. It's just like the fact that he's dead. I find that hard to believe. I really do. And also, it's just like, oh shit, he's dead. Huh. Okay. It's like, it was like, I don't know. I guess it's like if Team Rocket was gone, how would that feel?
You don't suspect us, do you? I wouldn't exactly call Scott a friend, but we'd never do anything like that to him.
Easy there, young lady. I haven't even started asking questions yet. Of course, there's no way the renowned heroes of the Express would harm some lowly IPC employee simply because they had a problem with him.
The Herald of Death.
More importantly, both of you have solid alibis. The initial results of our investigation suggest his murder might be connected to the Phantasmoon games. I'm informing you both of this to warn you to be extremely careful. The Phantasmoon games are far from a simple game intended for passing the time or relaxation. Anyway, I wish you success. Farewell.
Farewell.
Scott. Could he actually...
Very similar. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold
I
on.
just can't believe it. But it was Miss Kuchiba who told us, so... must be true.
Oh, I never realized, but Kuchiba looks like Lantern from HI3. Very similar. I can see it. If she starts pulling out multiple guns, then yeah, Dead Ringer.
So, the Phantasmoon Moon games. Pretty frightening, huh? What's your take?
I want to find out the truth. I'm curious.
Yeah. Even though Scott pops up now and then to give us a bit of trouble, I still feel bad about him dying so suddenly during the Phantasmoon Moon games like this. And without even knowing why.
If the killer is here for the Phantasmoon Moon games, they might become our enemy soon.
Phantasmoon games.
The Phantasmoon Moon games.
Hey, what's that for? Hey, what's that for? Yeah.
Good thing Himeko entrusted this mission to the two of us. Who would have imagined that the Great March herself would be stopped at the doorstep in the very first round? Forget it. I'm not like you. I was never hero material to begin with. Normally my hands can't even keep up with my brain when I play video games. You're definitely the right person for the Phantasmoon Moon games.
Just help me win.
It's just such a shame. We finally get a chance to vacation in Himeko's hometown. And I thought we'd make some happy memories together. But...
I'll be honest. I hope you'll be safe and sound.
The Phantasmoon Moon games may be dangerous, but I hope you'll be safe and sound.
Hey, don't look down on me.
A concern.
I'm March 7th, and the top-notch nameless who can hold my own.
She doesn't have that hand-eye coordination for gaming. Yeah. When it comes to... I suck at FPSs as well, honestly, but like, when it comes to clicking cats, she can't do it.
But, look. Don't push yourself too hard, okay, you? Remember that we've got your back.
Good.
Oh, right. Where are Himeko and Mr. Yang?
Oh, yeah, new VA for Yang, great.
They must be getting examined and interrogated too, right? Why don't you send Mr. Yang a message?
Mr. Yang, where are you? Have you seen Himeko? I just finished a mimetic infection screening. Himeko is still here, but I don't know where she went after. Bub, I heard Himeko reunited with her father. She seemed rather out of it. I didn't press her for details. Could you fill me in on what happened back there? Being stuck between them both was so awkward and nerve-wracking. I could have excavated the entirety of a second Graphia campus, and the way my toes curled in such intense cringe. You guys really want to hear the whole story? We're all one big family on the Express. It's important to understand what our companions are going through. I'll be waiting for you in that classroom with that ghost you mentioned earlier. Come quickly.
Mr. Yang said he wasn't sure what happened between Himeko and her.
I can't blame him for being curious. I really want to know too.
I need him for sustain. I don't even know who's gonna be part of this, so this is... I'll just keep it on that for now. Sounds like we're gonna see Himeko though. I assume Himiko's gonna get a new monster, right? I assume so. I really hope, I really hope she doesn't do any final lesson with us, please and thank you. I do not need that in my life. Once was already enough, okay? A final lesson means it's a final lesson and you're never going to repeat it ever again. Please. Please don't do this to me. Please, I swear to God, game. Yeah, exactly. It's I don't know. Once is enough. Like, I really did not want another because of you thing, and then they did it with Inforius. Oh fuck! It gives more weight to the planet, but fuck, man, that should make me cry again. Fuck. God. You're just watching the halls, right? You're not gonna fight me. Fix coin. Mr. Yang! Mr. Yangsworth! Oh, wait, hold on. Generational trauma with hero universe. Yeah, except for with the... Actually, well, Genshin gives you trauma in a different way. I hate Natman so much. God. I don't know. Or there's no trauma in Genshin unless you are Navia. That is the only trauma character in that game, man.
You're here.
You're here.
Himiko hasn't mentioned her father at all in the time since I boarded. So, what is going on between them? As you were the only one with her at the time, you're the only one I can ask.
Oh wait, when did Welt get a new VA? Okay. I'll give you a quick rundown. Like, I'm really giving Spark Notes here. So Corey Landis, previous VA for Welt, I believe what he did was he, I think he was complaining about the lack of pay that he was getting, something along those lines. I forget if it was justifiable or not. But one thing he did do was he accidentally, or unintentionally, leaked an employee's email when doing screenshots and what have you. So that person got doxxed and harassed quite a bit. And because of that, he kind of got fired. I don't know if it was because of that, but he did end up getting, I guess, fired, laid off, however you want to phrase it. And what he said after learning about the doxing was kind of the thing where he's like, I'm gonna, yeah, oh yeah, I saw that. So yeah, so you know that stuff then. So I think that's what happened, and then they had to replace his voice actor, obviously. Here's what I'll say. This guy is not on the level of Sean Mendham for Kalis. So that is already really good. I think he's like 80% of the way there, maybe. Like, there's some key differences. Wait, can you play his line again? Yeah. You can tell it's different, but there's something in the voice that feels like there is that Welt aspect in it.
Himiko hasn't mentioned her father at all in the time since I boarded. So, what is going on between them? As you were the only one with her at the time, you're the only one I can ask.
Like, you're the only one I can ask feels a little weird. And some other stuff, like, so. But it's similar enough that I think if the VA improves his delivery, I think he could do good. I think there's something there that there's some building blocks. He sounds younger than he should be. Yeah, I can hear that. It probably is a younger VA if I had to guess. But I do hear the Welt aspect that we missed. Yeah. So I'm hoping this guy gets better over time. I think he can very much get better over time. I really hope he tries to get better over time. Please, do not be Sean Mendham with Kalis. Because there are some times where I think, okay, he can actually maybe do a little bit better with his delivery, or like got better, but then he kind of like goes back to ground floor a lot of the time with Kalis. This has potential. This has potential to be good. Please. Please. It's like, if I were... I think the best VA recast across the Hoyoverse games that I can recall is Lycon. The Lycon we have now is pretty similar to the Lycon of old. I think the new one kind of brings a bit of a viciousness to the character at times, which is kind of neat. Like, sometimes there's deliveries like, oh, this kind of sounds better. So I'm hoping that this guy improves more and whatnot. At the very least, the casting, it sounds like it was good casting. Like, in terms of pretty similar, so
yeah,
hopefully it gets
really threw me
more
for a
similar.
sec when you said Himeko's father. But when you think about it, it's only natural that Himeko has a father, right? Not everyone's like me. Thawed out of an ice block.
Yeah, let's not talk about your origins, okay, March? We do not want you to turn into Memoria, please. Hoping that this Welt VA improves over time. I really hope so too. So here's what happened a while ago. Oh, we get to see it.
15 years ago, the Phantom Moon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest.
I do remember at the start, when you're on the Astral Express before you go to Plain Arcadia, there's something about a log containing Mura, which I assume is Murata Himeko, which is the full name of the Himeko in Honkai Impact. Now, I don't know how much of this is relevant here. We'll see. We'll find out. But I think that's like, because I don't think I've gotten the full name of Himeko. All I know really is that she descends from like the Tengoku line or something like that.
Was Himeko. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me, even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death. My father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos, strictly speaking. Ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space.
Oh.
So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
He just went to get space milk, and he's finally back after all these years.
Well. Look at you. What are you getting so worked up over? Just a joke. A joke. It's been 15 years after all. And you've grown into such a fine young lady.
That doesn't feel like a joke.
Expect your old man to recognize you right off the bat.
He got milk indeed.
So, what's with that gravestone I saw with your name on it then?
When you don't know if you'll live to see tomorrow, there's nothing strange about getting your affairs in order in advance, is there, Mr. Ryusuke?
Ryusuke. I thought it'd be Ryusuke.
Mr. Ryusuke? How could you be so formal with your own father? At least call me Dad like you used to, okay?
Hide in the corner.
Hold it.
No! What the fuck? Don't.
And you are... Don't tell me. Himeko, is this your child?
Oh, I don't. Hold up. There's been a misunderstanding.
I haven't seen you in 15 years, and now I'm a grandfather. Wait. Who's the father?
That's enough! You are looking at my colleague, a new generation of Trailblazer, my friend and my
Your
companion
grandpa.
on the Astral Express.
I'm not I don't want to
You
fuck with you
understand
right
now,
now.
Father?
You hear that? She called me father. Hello there, my friend. Sorry about that. I thought you were Himiko's son for a second there.
I mean, we kind of have the same eye color, but... Do you not watch the news at all?
You must forgive me. I'm just an old-timer who's lost touch with the times. I'm a painter. Most of my work involves traveling to different segmenta to complete commissions for my clients. Himiko. I know I've let too many chances to spend time with you slip away.
And yet, the two words, I'm sorry, have not come out of your mouth.
Just slip away. The first time we met was at Mother's funeral, when I was already 6 years old.
Yeah. And then he left again.
Let's put that aside for now. Were you also too busy with work when I was suffering from a weathering curse?
You might not believe me, but I've been running around for your sake all this time. All these years, I've been trapped in this room that represents the past that I imaginated. And I've never left it.
You didn't know about me becoming the Express's navigator either?
15 years. The Express never stopped here once. You didn't even leave behind so much as a single word to indicate you were still alive. And the Department of Aberration Defense completely sealed off all records of what happened during those Phantom Moon games.
I guess it's a tit for tat. 15 years thinking your daughter's dead, and then, you know, your dad going off doing commissions and not really keeping in touch with you at all throughout your adolescence. They really are father and daughter. I guess that's the takeaway here.
I did hear many rumors about the Astral Express, though. I even saw the navigator's name. At first, I thought it was just someone else with the same name. And even when curiosity drove me to look up your picture, I still didn't dare believe that the woman so full of poise and grace was my daughter. She'd grown up safe, becoming a living legend in her own right. I thought about contacting the Express. But what if their navigator was just someone who happened to share the same name?
Maybe like, oops, my bad, wrong person.
I've been clinging to an absurd notion that if I never sought the answer, there was still a 50-50 chance my daughter was still alive. But if I found the answer, and it was no, then she would truly be dead.
If I sought the... If I never sought the character, there's still a 50-50 chance my character would be the one I want. But if I found the answer and it was... Or if I found the character and it was no, then it would be a standard. But...
So, Himiko, how did you...
I just feel like at the very least, you're just like, yo, like, I guess that is his way of apologizing. Probably. Maybe. He feels guilty?
I'd rather not tarry here too long. I'll be taking my leave now, Dean. The Express has defeated the supplicant that occupied this school and prevented another tragedy like the one 15 years ago. Now it's time for you to fulfill the duties you failed in back then. Go comfort those students. And see if you can't figure out how to deal with the media bombardment while you're at it.
This is definitely the most...
Fail in my duties.
upset at her.
So,
or upset that she's been...
Still mad at me?
I mean... Yeah...
Can we talk?
You didn't even let me hide in a corner.
Sorry, kid. This might be a bit abrupt, but... Has Himiko ever mentioned her surname to you?
Nope. She's never even mentioned her homeland.
I'm a failure of a father. I broke her heart.
Yeah, I know. I was like, at the very least, she was like, I'm sorry I've been so absent from your life. And then at least go from there. Her surname. Don't say Murata.
What exactly happened 15 years ago? I can't believe it. She actually survived the Weathering Curse.
Weathering Curse? What's that?
Have you heard the tale of the legendary painter Graphia, who hid everything on this planet's surface within a scroll?
I've heard the
It
tales.
is said that to achieve such a monumental feat,
The stories.
she made a forbidden exchange, sacrificing both her own life and that of her descendants, resulting in the Weathering Curse. Few descendants carrying the Graphia bloodline have lived past 30.
Yourself included.
Most of them
there.
wither like flowers while they're still young, skin cracking and peeling like dried paint. Himiko's no exception. She was tormented by the curse for years.
What did you do for her as she suffered?
What I did doesn't matter anymore. The Elixir Seekers' folk remedies, the Intelligentsia's guild treatments. I tried them all, but nothing could reverse the curse.
Okay.
All the time spent searching for cures only resulted in me not being by her side when she needed me the most.
How did she survive it though? Like one thing, I still need to play Post Honkai Odyssey, but one thing is like Void Archives did travel with the Express for a time. So is it possible that he used Abyss Flower on her? I don't know. I
In
don't
the end,
but
I am nothing but a useless father.
I'm curious. Because I really hope it's not gonna be like, oh, Weather and Curse is back. Sorry, she's gonna fucking die at the end of the planet. But you appear to be very healthy.
I'm just a useless son-in-law
Yeah.
who married into the family. Strictly speaking, I can't really be considered a Graphia descendant.
She's safe and sound now. Isn't that what matters?
You're right. I just didn't realize it quickly enough.
I feel like you should be telling this to her.
How she got through it, how she survived, none of that's important. What matters is that my daughter is back. That's all I need.
I am curious how she
If I
survived.
may ask a small favor, would you mind showing me where my daughter works? I want to make up for all the care I failed to give her all those years. I want to get to know my daughter better.
Huh. Highlighted text. Yeah, that seems a little... I'm like, because the how matters a lot here. Right? Was it a temporary solution? Is it a full-out solution?
Truly a memorable father-daughter reunion. Brings up some memories of my own home as well.
There goes Mr. Yang with that knowing look again. Just what kind of parent-child relationship are we talking about anyway?
The previous Welt?
When I was a child, my parents were also always busy with work and were unable to spare a moment for me. As a child, I couldn't help but feel resentful. It wasn't until I became a father myself that I understood how they felt when they were forced to sacrifice the time we could have spent together.
So, did you already promise to give Mr. Ryusuke a tour of the Express?
How could I possibly refuse?
I thought as much. After all, it's Himiko's dad. So, where is he?
Ah, everyone's here. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm truly grateful to all of you for looking after my daughter.
She's looked after us in turn, trust me. If a lot of the negotiations were not for her, I don't know what would have happened.
Not at all. She's the one who's been taking care of us.
Would you all be so kind as to show me around?
Right this way, Mr. Ryusuke. I assume it's Ryusuke, no?
So, this is the Astral Express. Really lives up to its reputation.
If not for her,
Even
this game
more
wouldn't
impressive
even
than I
exist.
imagined.
Exactly. She's the one who extended the invitation.
As to be expected, of course, huh? It's the place where my daughter works. By the way, what's the pay like for a navigator? Does a position come with insurance and an annual bonus?
It's not a job. I don't think you get paid that.
Talk about parental love. First thing out of his mouth is asking about her salary. Like I'd have a clue. Help! A little backup here?
We have a stake. Fuck. What's the pay? Yeah. I mean, like, if we're talking about pay, we've got a stake in Penacony. Okay? We're shareholders. We've got money. We have passive fucking income there. You know what that means? To have a good percentage of the planet of festivities? Think about it. Yeah, we nameless earn at least as much as you do. That's true.
Nice one. Parents can probably relax as long as their kids aren't making less than they are, right?
Really? Don't underestimate me, kid. I've got big shots from across the cosmos on my client.
Not this game. Yes, this game. But if you
Well, I
don't want
wouldn't
this
say
game,
my work is worth a king's ransom.
talk like
My fees are nothing to sneeze at.
we have passive fucking income. Solo Lightning 2026, exactly.
Mr. Ryosuke, please rest assured. None of the Express crew ever lack for money. We not only receive support from members of the Genius Society, but also from prosperous commercial worlds, such as the Planet of Festivities.
Yep, we're shareholders.
Good, good. Hearing you say that is a huge relief, Mr. Yang.
Ew. Oh, the new voice? It's better than Sean Mendham. I think New Welt can get better. There's some Weltness in the voice. With Sean Mendham and Kalis, I can't say the same.
Speaking of which, what kind of work does being a navigator generally entail?
Don't you underestimate Himeko either. Her daily duties include charting navigation routes, calibrating warp jumps, and technical maintenance. Not to mention she's always guiding the Nameless on missions.
Oh, my daughter is really something else, isn't she?
Of course! Every time we return safely from a trailblazing expedition, it's all thanks to Himeko's guidance and protection. She's the backbone of the Astral Express.
Where's your respect for a conductor?
Hey, come on! You're just trying to stir up trouble.
Yeah, either way, it's just
If
trouble
Himeko's
making.
the backbone of the Express, then our conductor is the absolute cutest and hardest working of all. Right, Pom Pom?
Oh? We got a new passenger? This gentleman does look kind of familiar.
Hold on. They haven't said his name. This is Ryusuke, Himiko's
No
father.
wonder he felt so familiar. How are you, Mr. Ryusuke?
Pom Pom says Ryusuke. Hold on, I'm curious. Ah, shit. Hold on. I'm just curious how they actually say it in Japanese, because obviously it's a Japanese name. Just curiosity.
どうりでどこか懐かしい雰囲気をしているわけじゃ。よろしくな。
She didn't even say the fucking name. Wait.
どうりでどこか懐かしい雰囲気をしているわけじゃ。
Fuck. Well, shit. Oh, whatever. There'll be another scene.
Conductor?
Oh, jeez. Pom
So
Pom
you
knows
must be my
Ryusuke.
daughter's superior, huh?
I assume just seeing the red hair and the eyes.
Thank you for taking such
Probably.
good care of her all this time.
Just the resemblance.
Superior? That's way too formal. It's Himeko who's been taking care of the Express and everyone on it.
He's... What is he doing on the Express?
It's all my fault. I was just curious about your daily work, so I asked your colleagues to show me around. And I know I didn't ask your permission first. Just Please don't be mad, Himiko.
Mad? Why would I be mad?
You sound bad.
Mr. Ryusuke, welcome aboard the Astral Express. Is there anything else you'd like to see? I can show you around.
Oh yeah, she sounds so not mad.
ユウスケさん、請求列車へようこそ。
Ryusuke, yeah. Why did they say Ryusuke?
Well, I know you'd rather keep your distance from your good-for-nothing father. You're on a journey, and it's rude of me to barge in like this. But it's been way too long since we last saw each other. As your father, I want to get to know you better. Make up for all the time we've lost.
What's up with the bandages on him, by the way?
At least while you're staying here. Please allow me to show you some of the fatherly care and devotion I owe you. Will you?
He still, again, he still has not said, like, he hasn't formally apologized. He's been saying, like, I've been at fault for this and fault for that, which you could say is an apology, but, you know, directly saying it does matter, right?
Excuse me, why don't the two of you go to the party car? Shush, get the drinks ready.
Shush. All right. I'll go make some tea.
That's just our domestic robot's name. Come on, Father. People are resting here. Let's not disturb them. Oh, and come with us.
Shouldn't I leave you two alone?
I want to talk about the Phantom Moon games, not just personal matters.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I
they
have no
left.
Supplicant.
Whoa. That's the first time I've seen Himeko be that cold to anyone.
Yeah, I haven't seen her talk to Sparkle. Granted, way colder than talking to Sparkle, but...
Oh, what are you still doing here? Himeko asked you to go to the party car.
I want to see what you have to say.
I get it. Reunions are private, and you don't want to spoil it for them. That's fair. It won't hurt to give them some time.
I hope a drink will help the two of them set aside their past differences.
He kind of... Oh, a drink. Well, he kind of sounded a little drunk saying that. Is that just me? Hold on.
I hope a drink will help the two of them set aside their past differences.
Oh, a drink.
If they do argue, I'm counting on you to play peacemaker.
But I've only watched season 1.
So that's Himeko's father. No wonder he looked so familiar.
He needs to enunciate, lol. Oh, I don't know what you're saying. But I need a drink.
When it comes to breaking the icy silence between a father and daughter, nothing's better than a cup of hot water.
The fact that he has the auto voice.
The person who drinks it will yelp, "Hot!" and be immediately met with a concerned, "How could you be so careless?" from the other party. And just like that, the conversation starts flowing.
I'm pretty sure he hums regression sometimes, right?
Friendly reminder, that is not a joke, but a practical ice-breaking tip.
Your robot is hilarious. I'm surprised how relaxing and comfy the work environment is here.
Uh-oh. Also the way he talks about the work environment, like, oh yeah, so, what's your insurance plan like? Himiko? You gotta have an insurance plan, right? Also, I'm pretty sure everyone on the Express hates Shush, right?
Got it. I'll make myself scarce.
Being a nameless is neither relaxing nor comfy. Most of the time, we are facing down Void Rangers from the Antimatter Legion, bugs left by the Swarm disaster,
Yeah, just
Forest,
float.
and various organizations that are suspicious of the Express or have malicious intentions for us.
Oh yeah, so, how much money do you make?
That dangerous? Huh. Maybe And this trip home is a great chance to quit your job, huh?
I don't think she is.
Talk about coincidence. Just so happens I'm getting on in years. And Graphia Academy is in need of a new dean.
Who's gonna keep us safe, though? Don't worry, Mr. Isuke. We won't let Himiko die twice. Please.
You know that's not what I meant.
I really hope we won't.
Once I've set my mind on something, I never look back. Ever since I was 6. When you told me those stories about traveling through the cosmos, I knew that someday I would walk among the stars.
Actually, I was just kidding. I'm not completely clueless about what the Express and what you do. Oh, right. Once I knew the Express was coming, I even bought that comic series that's based on your adventures.
Please don't tell me it's fluffy across the blue. I never thought you'd be into comics.
Come on, have you seen the trailer for their anime?
That's right. The protagonist is a baseball bat-wielding raccoon. The character's based on that kid, right?
As an artist, you do have a good eye. Come over here. Thanks for giving us some time alone.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it.
Hey, Michael.
I guess that's how it is.
That's the first time I've seen you smile since I've seen you this time.
Wow, look at that. She smiled at a comrade.
So, what brought you back home this time? What's the story behind our lucky meeting?
Like I said before, we're here for the Phantasmoon Games.
So, the Phantasmoon Games 15 years ago were the reason you were able to overcome the Weathering Curse?
Indeed.
Oh.
I see. That makes sense.
Details.
For those of us who haven't experienced the Ionic game firsthand, it's just something from the history books, or even akin to a myth.
But I never imagined that the Ionic game would turn into a blood sacrifice overnight. The Herald of Death was a heartless madman. If I hadn't defeated him then, all of Duomension City would have become his slaughterhouse. During the first few years of my journey, I relived that evening every single night in my dreams. The color of that twilight, painted with blood. So much blood. Blended with terror and screams. The victims were twisted like clay into grotesque shapes. Like paint tubes that had been snapped, one after the other. And that man, he reveled in the colors splattered everywhere and wanted the whole world to be his canvas.
Stop, Himiko.
Even if I could avenge his victims, in the end, it won't bring them back to life.
Well, yeah, no. I was about to say, unless you do some fucking, like, Don Feng Yingxing did. That was his original name before he became Blade, right?
The entire thing is like a heavy piece of baggage. Only by letting it go can I travel the road ahead more easily.
You did your best. And I'm glad to see you made it back here safe and sound.
I thought I'd never come back. But the times have changed. The conditions to hold the Phantasmoon Games have been met again. However, to hold 2 games in just 15 years, that in itself is far from normal. Just like 15 years ago, the IPC wants to control everything. However, a game woven by the most fickle of eons is destined to slip through everyone's grasp. I received a report from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'm sure he must also have heard. There's been a brutal incident in Daybreak
Sinwish
District.
Syndicate, that's what they're
Someone
called.
massacred everyone at the headquarters of the Sinwish Syndicate. leaving a signature that only the Herald of Death would use. The Bloody Bloom.
Obviously, it's not Evernight, but bloody-looking flowers. Daybreak Times news clipping. Mysterious murder case. Sinwish Syndicate members found dead in pool of blood. Recently, a major homicide occurred in Daybreak District. A total of 33 members of the Sinwish Syndicate, including boss Polwave and second-in-command Costide, were found murdered at the Syndicate's headquarters. The Security Bureau suggests the case appears to be the result of a gang turf war. Crime wave strikes. Daybreak District gripped by fear. Regarding these incidents, some residents are applauding the news, claiming gang activity has been seriously disrupting daily life in Daybreak District. However, the vast majority of residents are deeply concerned, since anyone could be the next victim until the case is closed. As of press time, foot traffic on Daybreak streets has plummeted, with many shops reporting declining sales due to the impact of these cases. Yeah, and like Sinwish wanted to change into a PR firm, I believe, right? Something like that. So, that kind of sucks. Gang infighting, or something more sinister? A shocking murder case has cast a bloody shadow over the newly opened Phantasm Games. Various rumors have added a suspiciously mysterious touch to the incident. Word has it that the Sinwish Syndicate recently acquired a supplicant mask. Could this be connected to the massacre that wiped them out? An IPC worker also tragically perished in the incident. But why would an IPC employee be on Sinwish Syndicate turf in the first place? Yeah, why? Like, that's the part that confuses me. Because he should have been at Graphia Academy, right? Unless the instant everyone got freed, he just booked it to Sinwish Syndicate. I don't know. Regarding the above questions, I've already contacted the Security Bureau for clarification. The receptionist stated the case is still under investigation. Residents of Plain Arcadia are advised not to believe or spread rumors and to await further official announcements.
What? The Herald of Death is still alive?
Is this really the same Herald of Death as before?
People at the Department of Aberration Defense told me that the Herald of Death was executed after his verdict was passed. Even were he to be resurrected, the rules dictate that the same person cannot become a supplicant twice.
Are you saying we've got a copycat?
That's right. The Herald of Death has a copycat. But what I find even more worrying is that this Phantasmoon Games has caught the attention of something even more terrifying than the Herald of Death. I believe that whether or not this Herald of Death copycat has a connection to the Phantasmoon Games, defeating him presents an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate the resolve of the Nameless to the whole of Plain Arcadia.
Alright. Just as you did all those years ago.
Exactly. As for you, Dad, have any clients commissioned you lately?
She used the D word.
It'd be
Oh my
best
God.
if you left this world for a while.
May I take that as my daughter showing concern for her dad?
You can take it as a safety advisory from the Astral Express. Also, as he has already become a supplicant and joined the Phantasmoon Games, he will have my full support. I'd like him to temporarily keep the Mask of Elation that has been passed down through our family.
Too late for me to raise any objections at this point, right? Huh? Sounds good. The mask stays with the kid.
Thank you. Would you like another drink?
Got it. Next, it's time to show me the way out, isn't it? Oh, I've definitely overstayed my welcome. For most of my life, I couldn't be there for my daughter. And now that I finally have the chance, she wants me to leave. In that case, I ought to be on my way. Himeko. The Graphia family has a number of records about the Phantasmoon Games, passed down through the generations. Come over to the school library later. I'll give them to you.
I'll be there, Dad. I apologize. My father's little tour seems to have made things awkward for everyone on the express. Let's head to the parlor car and check in on Welt and March. Now that my father's gone, we can all relax a bit.
I've had to be a witness to 2 of your one-on-one conversations. I have an idea regarding the goal of the Phantasm games.
Has Mr. Ryosuke left?
Yes.
Left?
I told him to head home
Yes.
for now.
Bye,
After all,
Himiko's father. You
What is
won't be
going on with
missed.
the Phantasmoon games has
As long as you
nothing to
don't
do
die.
with him.
But
I'm really sorry, everyone, for bringing my personal family matters onto the Express.
I mean, Don Hung's brought his personal matters onto the Express. March, to some extent, has brought personal matters to the Express. I've kind of brought personal matters to the Express with all the Celeron hunters interfering.
Not at all. Mr. Ryusuke is your family. And that makes him part of our family too. And the most important thing for family is to be together. So he's welcome to drop by anytime.
Madame Pearl sent a message to the Express just now, inviting our supplicant to a meeting. She'll have a private car waiting for us.
That sounded a lot less welt for that line. A meeting with Pearl?
Yes. The meeting
Yes.
will be held in some stuffy formal reception room. She would like us to visit and tour the headquarters of a company under her name instead. Himiko, you know about Pearlux Corp, right?
Of course. It's the biggest entertainment conglomerate in Plain Arcadia.
Entertainment company.
That's
yes,
right.
the Big E.
Pearlux Corp is a titan, dominating the entertainment consumer market, including cartoons, comics, games, toys, and the like. They've cornered half the market.
Oh, so that's where the Pearl in Pearlux comes from. It's a play on her name.
Did Pearl mention what she wanted to talk about?
She didn't say much, but she specifically mentioned wanting to discuss the developments regarding the Phantasmoon games, and that she could provide us with a bit of help.
I feel like it's slipping a bit, no?
Helping her opponents in the Eonic game? Oh, looks like she realizes we are all in the same boat. Perhaps she has also realized that the Phantasmoon games cannot be artificially manipulated.
Just like the market.
We may be able to get a clearer picture of Pearl's intentions after we meet with her.
You know I'm not the best with words, right?
Think about it. You've already crossed paths with key figures from numerous factions, and even built rapport with some. You're already a capable nameless who can more than hold your own.
You know what? You're right. I wanna take this meeting by the
Now
balls.
she holds a high administrative position on this planet. Do not forget, she is also one of the 10 Stonehearts. You've already dealt with Aventurine on numerous occasions, so you should have ample experience handling members of the 10 Stonehearts.
Hey, don't worry. If things do get messy, yours truly is here to save the day.
Thanks, March.
Looks like March wants to visit too.
I'm just trying to look out for him here. Even if things do go sideways, Pearl wouldn't dare get mad at an adorable young lady like me, right?
Well then, I'll leave this meeting to you two.
Aren't you coming with us, Himeko?
I'd like to talk with my father. Didn't he say he would hand over the records about the Phantasmoon games from our family history to me? And honestly, isn't this a good chance for you youngsters to handle things independently?
But the IPC negotiation in Bellebuck. Someone's going with Himiko, right? Like, I don't know. There's something about the whole Himiko Ryusuke stuff that gives me anxiety.
I understand. In that case, March, and I'll be heading out now.
Please, Himiko, please,
Oh,
please.
score!
I mean, she can
private
handle herself
car?
for the most part, but like.
So, where are we getting picked up?
You should be familiar with it. It's just under the giant gate next to the At Plaza.
Isn't that where we first met Sparksy? Since we're getting chauffeured there, why not just come straight to us?
Looks like we're not the only ones getting picked up then.
Perfect! I've been wanting to stop copy of Fluffy Across the Blue. Destination Perlux headquarters. And let's grab a copy of the Fluffy while we're at it. Aw, this is just perfect.
We'll head out when you're ready.
There may be some information in the family records that could help us.
Donald's still a son to
It's
you.
just that whenever I think about talking with my father,
And it sounds
I
like,
can't help feeling uneasy.
based on what Yao Guang said, he's gonna throw down with Blade. That's not a Himiko we see very often.
Even someone like me, who's always putting on a composed front, can end up giving everyone a laugh. When you think about it like that, the meeting with Pearl doesn't seem so scary, now does it?
Yeah, we'll beat her up if necessary. I mean, I know my way around a negotiation. At gate. I'm at the at gate.
Ah, look! There's a convenience store. Mind if I grab a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue while we're waiting?
Is that the comic based on the Express's adventures? The author sure knows how to tap into what's trending.
There's sometimes where he's like, he has the Welt voice, other times where it goes into what sounds like his natural voice, and then there, he had a voice crack, I think.
The best part is that the author drew all of us as adorable little animals. Totally fits our personas, don't you think?
Personas. You're super adorable, March buddy. Sure.
Right back at ya, baseball raccoon.
In fact, it was recently announced that the Fluffy is getting an animated adaptation, and the copyright for it is currently held by Perlux Corp.
It's a super memorable comic. No way can I miss getting a copy while I'm here. I promise I won't be long. A couple of minutes, tops.
Looks like we got here on the early side. Since coming to this world, I still haven't had a chance to get a street-level view of the city. How about this? We'll meet up under the ad at the plaza gate in a few minutes.
He's gonna look at the maps.
All right, sounds like a plan.
He's gonna look at the maps.
Might as well take a look around then.
Absolutely insane. Did you see the post I shared?
Hold on.
Hello there. Would you like to learn more about the Research Society of Happy Smiles?
So,
We'll meet up under the at
charges?
at gate. Yeah.
isn't that Detective Passerby? What's he doing here?
Quite a few people. Hold on. We'll do this.
Hey, you hear the news? There was a supplicant battle at Graphia Academy.
Yeah, I saw it. The online forums are already blowing up.
The supplicant called Sparksy. How terrifying! Actually using live streams to spread mimetic viruses. Eons, that's just evil! I can't believe the Department of Aberration Defense is letting someone that dangerous run loose!
I heard her live stream got permabanned. Good thing that nameless from the Astral Express acted so quickly.
Why is my screen jumping?
I wonder what the next supplicant will do.
Was it that robot? Did you make my screen jump? I don't know. Ashvale last. Save him for last.
Have you read the new chapter of Fluffy Across the Blue?
I've tried buying a copy of the Fluffy from a couple of stores, but they were always sold out. I really hope this store has it in stock.
Yes, you're at your 7-Eleven.
Have you read the new chapter of Fluffy Across the Blue?
Look at that, marching line for a copy. How lovely.
Sorry, I'm not into comics for kids.
Daybreak Warrior.
They just released the official concept art for that giant pom-pom robot!
That mech design is totally unrealistic. What's so great about it?
Do you have the slightest clue how to talk to other people? Do you?
Hey, relax. Now, if we were talking about a fusion between Daybreak Squadron and the Raccoon, that would totally get my attention.
Wow! You are unbelievably childish.
Where's Welt at? I wonder if I can spot him somewhere. Where's the blazing sun? No! Okay. What time is it? 12:40? Okay.
Is the weight of work and stress in your life crushing you? Check out the Research Society of Happy Smiles.
So, this free?
Rest assured, the only thing joining our Research Society will cost you is a bit of your precious time. We've set up a venue near Dovebrook, where we offer free psychological counseling and living assistance to all visitors. All our services are provided free of charge.
I had a friend who passed away, and he mentioned you before. He told me that if I ever ran into trouble, the kind people at the Research Society would help me.
I don't trust these guys. They seem kind of...
Your friend passed away? How terribly sad. But the words he left you have illuminated your path in life.
He told me that if I joined the Research Society of Happy Smiles, I could get rid of my suffering forever and be eternally happy. Is that true?
What's his angle?
Of course it's true. Just look at the society we live in. Everyone's suspicious and dismissive of one another, and willing to take dangerous risks just for a little pleasure, for a thrill. Did you hear about how a streamer took over Graphia Academy and was trying to spread a mimetic virus through the internet? And over in Dovebrook, gang violence erupted and left a pile of corpses in its wake. Oh, may the Master of Elations save us all.
You don't have to sound so excited about a pile of corpses.
The Research Society was founded with the sole purpose of healing humanity's incurable inner pain. Following Aha's creed, we aim to spread laughter across the mortal coil and eliminate all suffering.
Enough, eliminate all suffering. No way is that possible.
Of course it's possible! For this is a world blessed by the god of elation, where Aha has granted us the right to happiness. Have either of you heard about the tragedy of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago?
I've heard of it.
Why, of course you have. You're the Astral Express's superstar. You've even dug up everything there is to know about something that happened over a decade ago. There was an awful accident during the last Phantom Moon Games, and many people lost their loved ones and children. It was as if a hole that could never be filled had been drilled into their hearts, leaving only sorrow to accompany them for the rest of their lives. To escape their suffering, these people who had lost their loved ones gathered together and established a mutual support association. This was the Research Society of Happy Smiles' predecessor.
What was the name of that? Because I feel like maybe it went off the road at some point.
It's now been well over a decade, and the Research Society continues to help more and more people emerge from the darkness in their lives and step into a brighter, happier future. Come to think of it, it would be most wonderful if a distinguished person like yourself were also interested in our Research Society. Should you find yourself with a moment to spare, please come and visit our Mutual Aid Society.
Well, if it isn't the Astral Express's superstar. Of course it's you. Looks like we really were bound to run into each other.
Yep. Ah, Detective Passerby. What are you doing?
I'm here to do my job. Problem is, you've gone and messed up my investigation.
You're investigating some roadside charity group?
The Research Society of Happy Smiles. You think they're just some random charity outfit?
Enlighten me.
You must have heard about the Sinwish Syndicate killings in Dovebrook, right? The lead I'm following might be connected to this Research Society of Happy Smiles. But I'll stop there. Not like you're going to pay for my intel, and none of this is any of your business anyway.
Someone I knew died in that incident.
Based on your social circle, you wouldn't be talking about the poor IPC sap who was unlucky enough to be there, huh? Planning to avenge him?
I plan on defeating the Herald of Death. That counts as revenge.
Oh. So your next miracle will be executing the Herald of Death.
I don't want to use that word.
Yes, I'm surprised.
Be careful. The murderer is the Herald of Death. He's dangerous.
Oh, thanks for your concern. Oh, be careful. Been a hot minute since anyone said that to me. Even so, it's my duty to solve the case. Doesn't matter if nobody pays me. I'll still find the killer and exact justice on the spot.
A friend of yours was among the victims?
A fool I happen to be on fairly good terms with. Revenge killings or turf wars. Wouldn't be unusual for gang members to die like that, but dying at the hands of some psycho who kills for kicks? That I can't accept. No matter where you are in the cosmos, which era, regardless of how civilization evolves,
Asheville,
some rules will just never change.
I like Asheville. He's cool. Not gonna pull for him, but he's cool.
Like an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Hey, guess which lucky girl just managed to snag the last copy in the whole store? Who's this?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Asheville, the famous detective. You could say your friend and I are acquainted through past clashes.
I mean, we didn't actually fight, though.
We did have a bit of a clash of opinions back at the tavern, did we not?
That's what you meant by clash? Fair enough.
First time I've ever heard anyone introduce themselves as a famous detective.
The Detective Prince. No.
Mr. Asheville, why are you staring at me? Is there something weird on my face?
Young lady, you're holding a copy of Fluffy across the blue, right? Would you mind giving it to me?
That's the last copy.
Give it to you? This was the last copy in the store, you know.
Oh, I see. Of course, I'm not asking you to give it away for free. I'll pay for it. The retail price is 300 credits. I can pay you 10 times sticker price. 3,000 credits. What do you say?
How much does 3,000 credits get you, man? Like, I feel like some of the things cost like 1,000 to get for food, right?
Hey, mister, this isn't about the money.
Because it was the last one on the shelves. True. The last item in stock is like the final slice of cake on a plate. The last prey animal on the plains never fails to stir our urge to seize it before anyone else. So,
seize it.
30,000 credits. Oh, how about that? That's my final offer. I'm not exactly rolling in money here.
Why are you fighting over? Aren't you a bit too old for stuff like this?
Truth is, I'm actually buying it for that foolish friend of mine. The one who died. Today is his farewell ceremony. I thought I'd buy him his favorite comic to pay my respects. He'd always be rambling on about some raccoon with a baseball bat. And how the journey of the express would never end, that kind of stuff. I heard those stories so many times, it felt like my ears were gonna fall off. But, after all that fuss, I completely missed the chance to buy it. Every store around here is sold out.
That's enough. My poor little heart can't handle sob stories.
The guilt trip.
Here, Mr. Asheville, take the comic.
Yep, that's us. Raccoon with a baseball bat. Trash raccoon with a baseball bat.
Oh, thank you very much for the comic, young lady. Here's the 30,000 credits. as promised. Oh, I heard you're the real-life inspirations for the characters. Since you're here, could I perhaps trouble you to sign it?
Imagine if he lied and then he proceeds to just sell it for way more.
Unbelievable.
If this is for his friend, may your journey never end.
Thank you both. If Kostad could see this from where he is now, I'm sure he'd be smiling down on us. As a token of my gratitude, I'd like to give you a friendly caution, kid. I know you plan to target the Herald of Death and cement your heroic image. However, all eyes will be on you during the Phantom Moon Games. On such a public stage, discretion would be wise. Because when the masses see your magnificent miracles and wield your extraordinary power, fear and jealousy could turn their wish power into wish you ill power at the drop of a hat. Forgive the expression, but you get what I mean.
Fair enough.
So,
okay,
what
thanks.
plans you might have for this Herald of Death? Why not leave the whole messy affair of revenge to someone who couldn't care less about winning or losing? Like me. Just like this comic. I'm dead set on getting him.
Looks like we're going to be rivals. Looks like we're going to be rivals. Yeah.
Acquaintance of yours?
He's just some weird detective who was passing by.
It's nearly time for Perlux Corp to pick us up. We should get going.
What time is it? 12:56. I should probably hop off soon. Now, yeah. Okay. Yeah. As much as I'd like to play more, I'm gonna hop off and head to bed, so I can do time, yada yada. So I will pick this up again next time. I will try, depending on how early I stream and how long stuff is, I'll maybe finish it up. Do it all in one go, hopefully. That would be ideal, but I did about an hour and a half, so I feel good about that. Okay, wait, what are my thoughts on Ryusuke? Guy does not at all say anything in terms of an apology. A formal one. I'm being specifically a formal apology. And he hasn't done anything of the sort. It appears he does. It does look like he feels guilty about everything, like, and how absent he was. And I can get the whole, like, oh, I wanted to save my daughter no matter what. And that, like, you know, the years I traded off not spending time with my daughter will be worth it in me being able to spend many more years to come. Daughters. Yeah. So I guess that's what his thing is, right? So I can see, like, the character. There's something about this that's like, something's gonna go wrong, probably, regarding him and Himiko. Now, if either of the two were to die, I'd prefer if Ryusuke died, that's the way. But it would definitely affect Himiko, I think. Besides that, new Welt voice. I already said my thoughts on that. I think he can get better. Hope he can get better. Yada yada. Ashvale. He's after the Herald of Death too, I see. Costide. Did we see a Costide in the game? Just someone he knew off screen, probably. Ashvale is Ashvale. It's like a Borderlands intro thing. God. Borderlands 3. I'm not playing Borderlands 4. Anyway, what else? So next time we're gonna go to Perlux Corp, negotiate probably with Pearl, and see if we can get her assistance within the supplicant games, I'm assuming. That's my guess, at least. Anyway, I think that covers my thoughts. Mostly. So yeah, that'll be it. I am glad that we're getting more Himiko stuff. I really am glad about that. Okay, that's it. Next time, more Star Rail, and that'll be it. Take care. Goodbye. Good night. Good morning. I don't know what time zone everyone's in.